Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they, too, were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
And, partner, sometimes it's good for a team to get the Thursday nighter right after a loss because you don't have very long to stew on what just happened. You have to turn right around, get ready, and go out and play again. Or, as one of the veterans told me, I actually like this because I can keep my anger for this short amount of time and take it out on the other team.
Defensively, here are the starters for the New York Jets. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's brought in by Harris. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. And he's going to keep it here. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
One thing for us to keep in mind and remember, they're coming off of their open week last week. They got to sit home and relax a little bit before the final stretch of the season. They got the lucky draw because every team in the league wants to have that open week later in the year rather than early. They benefited.
Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. The starters defensively now for the Patriots. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
We call that a sack lunch.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 1, Tannehill. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Tannehill. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. So that'll back them up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The New York set to take the field. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Anzalone able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early, so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. On 1st down, Dobbins. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. He'll run it.
Holding offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throw complete to Herndon. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Check right 54. Right 54. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Down. 15-1. 15-1. Guys, game situation. Let's go. Check. Ready? Check hot route. Hot.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Get it. Come.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Big hit.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Big grip.
On second down, it's Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Tannehill. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? Shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Tannehill now to throw. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Here's Bell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Get him, boys! Hey, check Mike 47.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch,
and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Encroachment, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Tannehill. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Tannehill now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Jamal Williams. That'll bring up second down. On second down, Williams. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That's into the hands of Reynolds. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He's able to find Wallace. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. They'll set up to throw. Step, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. It's their quarterback. His 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. Bailey got the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe. that might actually pop and turn into a big play, that's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the visiting Carolina Panthers. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being in Tennessee, where it'll be the Titans at home in Nashville, taking on the Buffalo Bills. And one final game to highlight. We wrap things up on Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the LA Chargers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. A very good gain on first down, 9 yards on the dump-off. 2nd and 1. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Caught here by Bell. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Herndon's got it complete and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins about 3 yards there to the 27. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check it back.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. This fielded at the 2. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. Throw complete to Herndon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Let's go.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. 2nd and goal. The lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
It's just me and you.
2nd and 4. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They run it again with Williams.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Right there, 54 Mike.
First down,
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On first down, it's Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Check.
A good pickup. They get 8, but it's third down now. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
All day, baby, all day.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They'll look to throw here. He's got Herndon, his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Ready? 48 Mike. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for New York.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Jets 21, Patriots 6.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for New York. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Tannehill. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Tannehill throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Tannehill now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Tannehill throwing again. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Tannehill. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
55.
Tannehill on 1st down. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, but now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tannehill, and that will be incomplete as well. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And Hopkins' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On second down now, it's Bell. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. The Jets on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. A screen to Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Caught here by Bell. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 26. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's caught by Herndon. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. They'll go again with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. This from 36 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Again, it's Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run it with Bell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
The Patriots take over.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 20-yard line.
So the Patriots now down on the scoreboard. A little under 1:50 remaining. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. To throw again on second down. Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now it's Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. New York set to take the field. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Jets, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire